Welcome back to the Be Jones Style channel. Be Jones Style has a new home. I am a studio mate with Sarah from Cameo Appearance Vintage, and today's video is going to be a studio tour, what I'm doing in the studio thoughts, location thoughts, everything about the studio is happening today. We are here downtown Santa Ana, right where my studio is. I'm so excited to share this with you all. I'm so pumped to be here, to have a studio here, to be bringing Be Jones Style to life in a new place. I love my home, but it feels really good to just be somewhere new, to be able to create from a different space that's, for me, so inspiring. You'll get a little bit of a view, but I am in the heart of a downtown, which is the city of Santa Ana. The fact that I have buildings, skyscapes, that's what it's called. Anyways, the fact that I have this all around me that I'm going to be creating from this space feels like a new chapter, feels so much fun. I feel like now we should head from the parking garage down to my studio and you guys can get a little view of where I am going to be working. There's so many good restaurants here, but I will do a whole nother video about all the places that you can eat here in Santa Ana. Right back here, right behind me. Let's go in. We're here, we're inside. As you can see, there's so many things that are so fun in here. All of Sarah's clothes are here and even some of my clothes, because today in the studio I'm actually working on a closet sale. And before I give you a tour of the space and the building, I just wanted to share that I'm doing this video in sponsorship with Poshmark. I'm doing my closet sale through Poshmark. I've known about Poshmark for a few years now, but last year is when I really fell in love with it. Every January, I always feel the need to do a massive closet clean out, and I love that Poshmark is actually such an easy way to clean out your closet and sell all of your items. When I fell in love with Poshmark, it was because I realized I could shop thousands of brands for amazing deals, some of them 70% off the retail price. A lot of the brands that I was looking for were Lacoste. I was looking for some Gucci, even some old throwback brands like Bill Blass. I've had so much fun searching and shopping. And what's really nice is because I am looking often for those used designer pieces, they will run everything through an authentication process if your item is over 500. So if you're like me, and this is what I'm looking for, is a Gucci belt bag. And I love that with Poshmark, I'll be able to make sure that it's an authentic Gucci. So today I am going to be in the studio giving you a tour, but also working on my closet sale. But I am so excited because I pulled out some really special pieces to put in my Poshmark closet sale. I'm about to list all this stuff on Poshmark. What you need to do is download the app for US and Canada from the link in my description box and shop all these items from my closet, or you can look for some of those brands I mentioned today or any of the other brands that you love. I want to know what you guys find, so keep me in the loop, because if you found it, then maybe I could find it too. Giving you a sneak peek of some of the items in my closet sale. Anybody remember this gem? These are some of my favorite pants. They're men's, but who doesn't need an amazing yellow plaid pair of pants? One of my favorites. See this tag? Ah! Escada! Look at this jacket! It's like rock and roll 80s. When we can, you go to a concert, you rock out in this. We all need a little cozy in our life. This amazing blanket coat is gonna be in my shop. Wear the artist tee or a great vintage tee, throw on some wide leg 70s denim and some boots, throw on a big old hat, and you're good to go. Okay, are you guys ready for the tour? Because I'm ready to give it to you. Let's check out the whole space, but I also need to show you this building because every little spot makes me so happy. So we are at Cameo Appearance Vintage Studio, which I am now a studio mate of. Opening the door. And let's turn the camera around so the lighting's better. It's basically just a rectangle space. One thing I love about it is that there are windows all the way at the end, letting in all of this natural light, but they're huge windows. They look out on the street, and I want you to get all the little detail nooks around the space. Sarah has all of her vintage here, which is just really fun because I feel like I'm just surrounded by stories and the stories to come with all of the clothes and where they end up. And really, it's just fun to look at. I feel like every day I want to shop in here. And we have plans to kind of style this space up a little bit differently. She's had this for about 5 years, and so we're going to change things up, but this is the current state, and then I'll give you guys a studio update once we do that. We've got a cute little table here. This is the workstation with old vintage 60s chairs. How much fun is that print? A nice little storage unit over here. Just some necessities. I love this. This is actually a retro Bluetooth speaker. I can connect my music, but it looks really cool. And then Sarah's got some cute art up here on the walls. We've got a new mirror for selfies. And I just want to show you guys this. Look at this shirt. Dress Up Club. This is from Saison. I'll link them below, and you get to customize, and I made it the Dress Up Club. Cute little chair that's fun for taking photos. And then this is actually some lamps that Sarah recently picked up, and these are kind of our new direction that we want to go with the interior. So this is our jumping off point, and then we'll start looking for more pieces to go with that. Just even the details of the light fixtures and the ceiling, and building is so old. It's got all these unique little architectural details. And then we have a cute little sitting space. So if you come to visit, you can sit on these chairs and we can have a nice little chat with some old vintage magazines, which is just fun, inspiration. And I feel like even for shooting, there's just fun to be had with having some vintage magazines. And then I love this rug that she put here under. And I really love these chairs. I think these are so great. Cozy little couch that you can snuggle up on, work from if you want to move from the workspace into here. Really am dreaming for the day when you all can come. You can come shop here. I'm hoping to host workshops here, even maybe do some vintage pop-ups with Sarah, and maybe even some of my own racks, plus some other vintage sellers. So many fun ideas are brewing, but just starting out, it's definitely a space that I'm kind of using more for myself and for my work. So like today, I'm doing my closet sale from here and just having the opportunity to have the space, to have the light to shoot from. And then, you know, it's great for me for actually shooting content for my Instagram. The biggest thing for me is that shooting my YouTube videos is so much easier. I've got natural light to work from. I don't have to move things around in my house. I really can just have it all be here. There's so much space in this space that it makes it so much easier. If you're a YouTube creator, you know how this can be difficult within your home. So I'm so excited to have a space that I can just shoot so easily from. And then we have a cute little nook over here. These are actually some of the items that are gonna be for sale in my closet sale. So we've got this amazing leather jacket and then this blue leather skirt that I love. It's just a little too big, so I'm selling it. And then the cozy blanket cardigan. And then this is actually one of my favorite dresses that's great for layering. It's sheer, and I've worn this over denim, which is really cute with boots and like a big hat. So definitely embracing a boho moment with those. And then let me just give you a quick little view outside my window. I love the old lamp post there. My favorite little coffee shop is right under, and then there's another really great coffee shop down the road. A lot of this was built in the early 1900s, so a lot of the buildings have some Art Deco appeal to it, so I love that. And then this building itself, like I said, is so cool that I want to take you outside of the studio and just show you around. Let's go outside. Check out. Here is the front of the space. I love all of the details of the architecture up here, and then just the big windows, the doors all around me. There's so many fun things. Look at this on top, the stained glass. What's really cool is these columns with all of the details on them. This staircase is incredible. I'll show you that in a second. I love that we have this big plant here. Walk by my studio. There's other really cool creators up here. So there's an artist up here. I am planning on getting something like she has these rolling walls, which will make it really easy for filming for me. And then what's really cool is we have another vintage seller up here. This is Jasmine. I'll put her shop right here and in the video description, but this is her space full of vintage. How much fun is that? And then let's go down the stairs because you'll have to see this staircase. I'm gonna bring you down the stairs and go outside so that we can kind of enter and you can get the whole grand view of the staircase and the interior of the entryway. Here's my favorite coffee shop, Black Market Bakery. What's really fun is Golden Years Vintage Market usually takes place right there in the center of the city. So eventually when we can, that will be back. Look at the details of the floor, the tile. So Art Deco. And then that's the entryway. This in itself just is one big inspiring showcase for me. All the colors go through these doors and up the staircase. Here is the staircase that leads up. I mean, doesn't this just scream fashion show? Early 1900s Chanel. Walking down these stairs. We might need to have a vintage showcase fashion show here. And you can walk up. I just want to show you the details right above me. Look at this. Oh. I mean, how could I not be so inspired here? Let's go back into the studio and I'll share some just final thoughts. And that's it. That is the space, the studio, the building, a little bit of the city. Really, this just feels so, I think I've said it 500 times in this video, but it just feels so inspiring to be here and have a space that just kind of wakes up my brain in a whole new way and makes it so much easier to create from for Beach on Style, for the YouTube channel. A little bit of a background of how I came to be in this space. Sarah from Caring Parents Vintage, this is her space. This is all of her things here in the space, and she's had it for I think about 5 years. When I first met her, I reached out to her on Instagram and just said, I want to know you. You live near me and you're so cool. I love your shop. Let's get together. And I actually met her here at the space for the very first time, probably about 5 years ago now. You can actually go back. I have a video that I did with her called Sitting with Style Icons, and I interviewed her. So if you want, I'll link that below and you can catch the whole video getting to know her a little bit better. I've loved downtown Santa Ana and I've loved her space for a really long time, but it wasn't in the cards yet for me to actually have a space. But the last year or so, I've really been saying like, oh, it would be so great to have a space to create from, to film from. I love my home, but I don't always want that to be where everything is done. And I have so many more fun ideas for Beach on Style, and I love the idea of being able eventually to invite people in. So to actually have somewhere to do that is really exciting. And the story of how I actually ended up here is, you may remember my last video of 2020, I did a video with Ronnie from Retro Blades and we actually filmed it here. I was having Ronnie meet up to film and was looking for a space for us to actually create the video, and I messaged Sarah to see if we could rent her space for a little bit and film. That ended up working out, and Ronnie and I came here, and it was really cool with Sarah was here that day, and she actually said my studio mate is moving out, and so I'm looking for somebody else. She was just mentioning it to me in a conversation, and I was like, oh my gosh, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the moment that I could actually go in with somebody. I think the idea of sharing a space sounded financially a little bit easier, less of a risk, and allowed for me to kind of like dip my toe into having a space. I told her I am very interested, so keep me in the loop. And within a week decided it's time, let's do it. And we decided to become studio mates. It's really great because she sells vintage. You can check out her shop. I'll link her below. And she's here a lot on the weekends and later in the afternoon, evenings, and I'm here more during the day. So it works out really well. So I can use the space to kind of do what I need to do, and then she can come in and use it when she needs to. I'm sure we'll collaborate on some fun things coming up this year. And she always has great vintage. So I'm sure I'll feature some of her stuff in some of my videos, and you guys can even shop those items from her if you like something. That's how it all came together. It was super quick and so exciting. It felt like the perfect way to start off the new year with a whole new chapter for Beach on Style in this space, and I'm so excited to just have you guys here in the space virtually. And I'm working working on my closet sale right now in real time, but while you're watching this video, the closet sale is actually live on my Poshmark. Click that link, download Poshmark for the US and Canada, and then shop all the items from my closet that I'm listing today. And I really listed some good stuff. That is it for the first video here on the Be Jones Style channel. I have some really exciting news to share next week, so stay tuned for next week's video because there's gonna be something new coming to the Be Jones Style channel, and I can't wait to share it with you all. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe to my channel. I have new videos every single Thursday. And finally, always play dress up, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!